Right. Hey, y'all. Know who it is. Amazing. So, I actually spent some time making these clouds. Got some pictures that I took, and made these clouds like the same color as the picture, because before they were just these black ones, and now I kind of, but I also enjoy the black ones, so I should have changed the title. You just forget to do things sometimes. Oh well. But yeah, the internet has been going out a bunch recently, so I am hoping that it will be just fine for this. Because I waited until like it didn't like glitch out for waited till it didn't glitch out for a while, and it hasn't for a while now, so I assume it's fine. Sup, Pip? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so I already did like a bunch of the backgrounds. This one's just an extra one that I have here for reference. Probably gonna get rid of it though. But what I am definitely going to do is I'm going to just take this right here, and bring it over to here, because I was thinking if I wanted to like just change this for that, but I think that's probably fine like that. Let's see, I was thinking about just changing it out from that to that, but actually I will do that. So let's keep that there. It should be fine. Alright. But yeah, I'm not going to like focus just on the comic book. I'm going to actually focus on the animation. I'm gonna do the Hasbin Hotel one and for a while, and then I'm gonna do one for Maddie Chu. I'm wondering if I should do a bit more with the, what do they call it? And so let's actually have this here with the nuts. And so let's make it like real small, like that. That would be good. Let's actually do that's better. Right, so that's good there. So let's actually get rid of him up here. I could just redraw that finger later. Right, so off he goes. Fine. Let's do this. But yeah, this is a game that parents often play with their children in this universe, because they are only 2 inches tall, so they actually need to be trained to dodge it. I haven't thought of like a proper name for this game yet. It doesn't really matter. I'm sure the point comes across just fine. But yeah, the game is they throw these nuts at them, and their mission is to not get hit by it. Simple as that. So it's kind of like tag in a way. Alright, so that's good. Let's put this here. Then I just need brown and gray. And by gray, I mean blue. Alright, so that's good. Good. Alright, so hopefully you all are enjoying that. So yeah, that's basically what these fairies right here are playing. They're on a picnic. They eat like all kinds of like random food items. Oh, and last stream I did, actually I didn't do that part last stream. I did this part last stream, this part, definitely this part, and I think this part, but I am not certain. I can't remember exactly. All I know is I definitely did not do this part. But I did do this part off camera. Hey, sorry I didn't see the live quick enough. I was watching something on my TV. No worries, Maddie, too. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so. But yeah, like, I did this part off stream. Like, let me just get rid of the people so far. And I wrote down Twilight so that I can know, like, I would want, like, a time change right here. Let's actually get rid of the storyboard section so I could properly show this off. Ain't that beautiful? So I actually copied down, well, not copied down, but like I got like a picture that I took of a beautiful sunset, and I actually like redrew some of the clouds because earlier it was this like flat gray cloud and just isn't looking too good. I think I may do like a normal stream one of these days, but not today. I don't have too much time left. I got like 30 minutes or so maybe a little bit more than that, but it's just about that. And yeah, so that's basically what I have here. Let me fold these back up. Oh, I thought I did something wrong there. Also, what did you think about how I drew Abaddon? Also, what is your thought on Haunted Hotel? I absolutely loved it. Finished it already. Like, I'm saving, like, the other stuff because I'm actually watching, like, a whole, like, bunch of other shows at the moment. Like Stranger Things and stuff. That show is so good. But I thought your drawing of Abaddon looked awesome. I think I left a comment, though. I'm pretty sure I did. But anyways, I thought it looked really great. And personally, like I enjoy the way that you draw it better than the actual series because, like, personally, I like the way they move in the actual series, but I don't really like the character designs. It's just of how they look in the show. So I actually like your one like a lot better than the ones in the actual show. Should change this part maybe. Alright, I believe I had that in Sky stuff, so let's just do that to make it a bit better. Yeah, I think it was great. And I like the show itself. It's just the way the characters look. It's kind of like Rick and Morty. I enjoyed that show a bunch. It's just the way the characters look like not quite as good in those shows. But that's just the way it is for adult animation. Hey, you for real like my design for Abaddon better? This way, love the original style too. Yeah, I really do. I like your design like better. So let me see. I think that's the best I can do for that cloud right now. Plus, it's just a cloud, so I should just let it be for this cloud. How are you, Invader? What's up, H Green? Welcome to the stream. I am doing fine at the moment. Alright, so, let's see. I was also doing these clouds here. I keep talking about these clouds, but I feel like every time I talk about the clouds, new people know about the clouds. But yeah, I drew these first, then I did these pink ones that are more accurate to real life. And It just looks a lot better in this way. Right, so let's see. I got all of that there. Let's actually do some of these. And I feel like folks will definitely know how these look. So I think I'm gonna still do it anyway and see if I can get away with it. And that makes me want to redraw other TV show characters I like. That would be awesome, Maddie June. So what I think I'll probably do with this is, oh, that's the boy's name, Condia. I forget the names that I give them, but I want to like name them after plants and stuff. But yeah, this comic book is going to get pretty dark in this episode. What did I do here? So let me do that. Go to people, copy, and paste. All right, there we go. Didn't even have to go back up there, which is awesome. All right, so let's actually have it go down to here. Let's see, did I have them? Yeah, they did look like that. All right, so let's actually just move her body a little bit to this way. And I think I can probably get away with reusing it again. Alright, so let's do that. Then I could just redraw this part. Not before erasing it a whole bunch. So let's erase this. And erase this. Then I'll have to like redraw the nuts, which should be relatively easy to do. And I think this looks like it's at 1 or maybe 2. It's at 1. Okay, so that's good. Goodness gracious, that looks so unfortunate. It's up, Elden Ring. Welcome to the stream. I accidentally gave her a humpback, so let me just fix that real quick by just tilting this ever so slightly to right here. Probably could I have like redrawn this faster? Most likely, but I'm here for attempting to salvage this. And so let's just do this. All right, that's better. Now let's just have the lower arm be kind of like this. And so he's carrying the seeds. I try to redraw my favorite anime characters in my style. Would be a fun challenge. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. So let's actually get some of the seeds here. I could probably, what am I saying? It's just a seed. Let's just redraw it instead of copying and pasting and doing all that. All right, so let's do this, move it on over. And let's just do this. I can't believe I was just gonna copy and paste a seed. Maybe I could just do it under her boob or breast. Yeah, I think under it is fine. I need to see how it looks over it. Actually, over it is better, so we're gonna just do that. Sup, Sankey? Welcome to the stream. Oh, foreign characters. Well, I am not sure what you said, so hi. Right, so we got that. Let's just make sure this is here and this is here. If I get motivation tonight, I might see if I can do that live. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so I don't think anyone should notice like the differences in this. I should say. So let's just do the seeds coming like this and like that, and that should be good. Alright, so that's pretty good. I actually had where I wanted them to go before, and it is accurate. I didn't realize that. Alright, so that's good there, that's good here. And let's see. And so let's see if I can just make this smaller first of all. Gonna make her head bigger though. Let's also change the facial expression a tad. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so we got all of this right here. Let's just add like a nice little face here. Actually, why not? That works. Yeah, Outer Wilds music, I feel like it's such a fitting soundtrack for these kinds of like fairy streams. For those of you that don't know, Outer Wilds is just this amazing game where you play as a Heartian. It's his first trip into space, and all of a sudden it's basically like Groundhog Day in space. If you haven't seen Groundhog Day, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I feel like you all should have seen Groundhog Day by now. But hey, that is fine. There should be plenty of other like time loop stories that you have seen. So Outer Wilds is kind of like that. There's just this massive story to be told and uncovered. And it's kind of like a puzzle game, but like you kind of make the puzzle yourself. It's difficult to explain without getting into spoilers, and let me tell you, once you get spoiled for by the Outer Wilds, there is just no way that you can play it again, because that's like a once in a lifetime experience. I hear it declared as. Alright, so let me go ahead and do that, and let's actually make this a tad blacker. So that's good. And actually, I heard about Vine, so I could probably, and I've been actually gonna release like 3 episodes and then combine them together to make a part. But then I heard about these things called Vines, so maybe I can like make a solid version out of these, because I do 9 pages at a time. All I have to do is like draw some cover art and it would work out. I'm not sure who I'll pick to draw, but I'll choose from a few characters once I go live. At some point, maybe tonight. Sounds good. Let me see here. I should actually change the teeth a little bit. Let's just do that. And while I'm at it, let's just fix this shoe right here, because what the heck is this? Right, let's increase this to 2. decrease that, get that, and right, perfect amount, uh, and erase. Yeah, I like my pixels like nice and big in my art. Will you be able to join? Most likely. I should be able to join. So let me go ahead and do this. Like as long as you're not gonna do it like right now, then I should be able to join. But if it's in just a little while, then yeah, I can join. Alright, so let me see. Let's actually, how does this look? Right, that looks better like this, where the feet don't and legs don't look too weird right now. The signal is going away again. Alright, so let's just have these two nuts. I don't know what kind of seed they are. I forget, but there's a certain seed that looks just like this. I'm sure like people will understand what it is when they see it. I like your drawing. Thank you, T-Pose. Also, welcome to the stream. Right now, I'm drawing some of the panels for a comic I am working on. And I just remembered I forgot to link the comic. But it's on Webtoon. It's called Fairly Destitute. It should be easy to find as long as Webtoon isn't being jerks about it. You know, they actually had the nerve to censor my first episode just because I saw someone get encrusted it. I drew someone get encrusted it. So, and yet they had the nerve to censor it, demanded I get rid of it. So, that's annoying. I should try to find another website to host it at. Because goodness knows I am not smart enough to build my own website for it. Been trying to learn to code for years, and since I refuse to use AI, I'm not going to ever use that. So I am stuck between a rock and a self-imposed hard place. Well, I'm not doing it right now, but I'll do it probably after dinner, so like around 8 or 9ish. If not 10, depends. Alright. Alright, so let's actually draw his hand like that's going like this. Alright, so let's do this. But yeah, these are the fairies. They are all 2 inches tall. By the way, if y'all can please press that like button, it would do wonders for the stream, and it's really helpful for me. Thank y'all for doing so, if you did. So let me cut that right there. Boom, bam. And all I have to do is draw the children. Since these characters naturally have large eyes and big heads, I find it difficult to draw kid versions of these, even though they would look relatively similar. Like, if you see a human child, they don't really have bigger heads or... Oh, I guess they do, but they don't really have bigger eyes. So, they look relatively the same as the adults, but I do try to, make their eyes bigger where, they're constantly popping out of their head. Instead of, with the adults where they're just doing that. It's still clearly in their head, but it's still big. But with these, I just have them pop out like that. Yeah, if you all have a better idea on to draw kid versions of these creatures, then that would be good. Because I already have them different from their parents because they can't fly until they reach a certain age. I want to say that age could be 20 or something close to it. Because see, still, this one here, she has her wings, but they are barely enough to do anything. Alright, so let's see. Got that there, got that there. I've actually been thinking about ladybugs a lot lately, so I think I'm just gonna draw like a little ladybug here because I've been seeing them a bunch. And I think according to the size of the ladybug, it should be around this size in comparison to a fairy. So let me just do this. Let's do that. You can actually make this part gray. And so that's good. Let's change this to white to add some shine into its eyes. Like that. And it's not going to be a complicated ladybug or anything like that. It's just going to be this, and then just 6 legs, I mean. Let's actually paint it red first, and then gonna do the line in its back. I wonder if the music is being heard. It should be. I can hear it fine. Let me see. If the music is being heard, it should be. I can hear it fine. Let me see. I can't, so let me just do this. Increase the volume just a tad. And that should be good. And so let's do this. There's actually something called Japanese Lady of War. That's apparently slightly different from a ladybug. Yeah, there's a place that I go to sometimes, and it has a bunch of ladybugs in there. Sup, Healer Cookie? Welcome to the stream. I'm not doing it right now. Oh, I already read that. But yeah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Right now, I am drawing a ladybug. It's not gonna be like a complicated one at all. It's just this. It's not much. The ladybug isn't really the focus of this one. In fact, it doesn't make much sense for its legs to be right there, but I'm gonna just keep it like that. Alright, so actually that ladybug is pretty big because these are, you know what, let's just not worry about it. Alright, so let's do this. That's actually good. That's good to know. So, what's your opinion on the global stock exchange? I'm just kidding, I don't really know much about it myself. Alright, so, let's see. What did I have here? I thought I did the man here. Pause on that. But, let's actually put this guy here. Actually, no, let's draw like one real authentic picture of this one. And so I'm gonna actually just do this with this one, like, paste, put this here, move this over there. My goodness gracious. Alright. But yeah, to anyone watching, if you enjoyed this, please like the stream because it will help the stream greatly. Let me actually shrink this down so she's like running completely. Let me draw her next to her mama. Alright, that's fine there. Alright, so that's good there. Let's actually have one shout out to shout to Dixon. Come to the stream, just that guy. Alright, so let's actually oh goodness gracious. Alright, so let me do this and let me do that. There we go. should actually like have this one be right next to his father, just for a better size comparison. That didn't really come out right, but anyways. So let's do that. Let's actually move his ear up a tad. And just erase that like that. Let me get the volume there. Move that to a sound that can be heard. Okay. So let's see. I think that's good. Let's actually draw some like this. I'm still here, just listening right now. Alright, sounds good. By the way, I hope the music sounds good. So we got all of this right here. So right now I'm actually drawing this guy Condia's hand. That's the name of this child. His parents are throwing stuff at him from the sky. So let's actually do that. That should be good. So we got this right there. And honestly, the boy looks longer than his father, but I'm going to shrink him down after I'm done. So anyways. Oh, that was this year. Okay. Problems. Oh, not solved. What? Okay. Let's just do that. There we go. That worked out fine. Okay, so so far I did like just the characters in 2 panels, which is pretty fine, pretty decent. Let's actually. Why did I not do that? So I'm just gonna like draw some seeds flying at him, right at its head, and then he's just dodging it. Eyes usually don't get this color for the fairies, but I'm gonna just let it be because it actually looks pretty cool. No one's gonna see it though, so let's see. That's fine like that. Let's actually make a bonus version right here. Copy, paste, and do that. Thank goodness for copy and pasting. Let's see, I think that shows his smallness just fine, so let's actually have him doing kind of like this. And it should like have like a shadow under him or something to like indicate that he is jumping. Oh, I could just have like a little wind effect. That would be better. Alright, that's good. Alright, I will do that in a bit. So let's say that he just threw one, so let's actually move him over a bit. Just like so. And let's have them not on the exact same level. Let's have him go kind of like that. And let me see how she would look on the opposite side. So let's see. Artists, they tend to like flip their stuff to make sure it looks good on both sides. Can't be bothered to do all of that. So yeah, this looks more or less the same. And she looks just fine like that. So I'm gonna do this. Let's get rid of that. Boom. Any tips on redesigning TV show characters, or do you think I should draw them how they look and just add a few things like I did with Abaddon? I think you should just like add a few things to like to the character. But if you want to like get like really deep into it, if you really like the character, you should like add stuff that like fits into the character's personality. Like for example, with Alistair, he's kind of a cannibal, so if I were redesigning him, I might have something like a bunch of skulls like around his neck or something, because that also ties in with some of his magical powers being similar to like, I think they call it hoodoo. It's not exactly like it or anything like that, obviously, but it's kind of like similar according to the show. And so it's actually, so yeah, I would basically redesign him in that way. Oh, I actually did a 10 where I redesigned what did they call it? It was one of the 7 deadly sins. I decided to redesign the sin of gluttony. I turned her from a wolf bee covered in honey, and then I turned her into a black void full of wasps and crystals, just constantly eating everything, including the light around it, and it just needs to be sacrificed every once in a while. Stuff need to be sacrificed to that creature every once in a while. I'm still here, I just want to listen. That's a great take, Golden Rim. Alright, so I got this, and that is looking good. And let's just have another nut fly in the air. I like this song. It reminds me of Interstellar. I vaguely remember that movie. I remember mildly enjoying it. Oh, I forgot to do the rest of these clouds. I'm drawing Law from One Piece for one of my drawings. He's known as the Surgeon of Death with the Devil Fruit, the OP fruit. It means operation. Or the up fruit. Oh, okay. It means operation. Alright. So, like, I don't think I ever seen that character, but based on what I would do, by all means, you don't have to do it, but what I would do is I would basically draw that character like how he looks, But since his name is Lar, and he's also known as the Surgeon of Death, I would draw him with like a bunch of like scalpels and needles and all that like around him, and then I would do like something that shows he's a lawyer, maybe like some kind of briefcase or something. I don't know if lawyers even use briefcases anymore, but yeah, that's what I would do basically. Like, I have no idea how that guy looks. Let me just do a quick sketch of what I would do. So yeah, I would just do like something kind of like a stethoscope, so something like that. I'll make this guy look kind of like that. Let's say he looks like, I don't know, like this. Let's also add like some eyes to it. It's just a sketch. I'm not gonna do too much work into it. So it's kind of like that. He also has like this doctor's disc on his head. I don't know what they call it, but it's some kind of disc people wear during surgery. So this bit of the hair here, like so. Erase that a bit. Why did I do that in the background? Oh well. He's just gonna have that little scar. Then he's just gonna do this. Add a little bit of this for his shoulders. He's a doctor, swordsman, captain of his crew of the Heart Pirates, by the way. Also of the Heart Pirates, so that means he's going to have this rip in his shirt, then have that. Have a nice little heart right here. And he's gonna do this. He's just gonna be, not gonna draw him with like hands or anything like that. Like I said, this is just a sketch on what I would do basically. If you want me to draw like a more in-depth kind of thing, I would, but it's just a little sketch. I'd have like, it's actually, goodness, that voice crack. I would have, like, I need to try and see if I could do some voice cracks for the animation, the Cryptic Adventures of Chloe and Caleb. I'm gonna voice Caleb, I think, and I think it would be funny if his voice was just cracking a bunch, like, oh, would you like some fries with that or something like that. I don't know why he would say that. Everyone is dead except him and his stepsister. Right, but anyways. Oh, is the stream still alive, by the way? Alright, it is. But yeah, that's basically what I would have with him. Do you want to pick a vlog, by the way? You could post one if you want, but I'm just doing this for fun right now. Not really looking for accuracy. But like, this is just an example. Like, for example, this is him. He has this. He also has like a briefcase for him being a lawyer. Even though he's not a lawyer, just that has law in his name. Actually, this part matches the scrubs, the doctor's scrub, so I'll just have him be in this. Yeah, so he has this doctor scrubs. He has this. He's gonna have a nice red heart since he's part of the, what was it called again? The Heart Pirates. And he's a pirate too, so you know what that means. iPads time. So, iPads, pirates, all of that. We got all of this right here, like so. And like I said, it's just an example of what I would do. I'm gonna erase him in just a bit. And that's basically what he would look like. Trafalgar. Well, that name is a mouthful. But that's the full name of Law. I could actually see why he went with Law. Alright, so we got all of this. And yeah, that's basically how it would look. Now let's undo and get rid of everything. So yeah, let me undo that. Hopefully that looks kind of cool, like me undoing it. Anywho, back to this. And let me go here, and I actually want to make this ever so slightly darker. And let's do this, because I think it looks good like that. Let's actually make this a tad lighter. Right, that's good. Not quite. A bit lighter. That's good. And that really is good. I'll show you what he actually looks like if you join my stream sometime tonight. Alright. So yeah, I think I'll probably... Yeah, I think when I recorded this song, I added like too much, like the song itself glitched. Yeah, so like right here, I'll probably have like the clouds be kind of like this. And I really like how the clouds look in the other one, because it's kind of given like foreshadowing, because with like the dark clouds coming in and the light clouds just leaving. Like, I think that gives like some foreshadowing. I don't know if it's clever or not, but that foreshadowing is pretty good, because dark clouds are ahead for the family of fairies right here. And so right now I'm just gonna draw some of the clouds. You can see some of my process in making them. Now, are these clouds accurate? No. Do these clouds look good? In my opinion, they do. And that's why I like them. There's some kind of phrase or like greeting that says, I like them. It's not actually that, but like it sounds similar to that. So, but I can't remember. I think it's Assalamu. Something like that. I don't know what language that is, but that's how you say hello in one of them. One of those languages. Alright, so all I know about is ni hao. It's how you say hello in Japanese. Other than that, from ni hao kind of land. It's a really old show. I don't think any of y'all have ever seen it, yet alone hear of it. But yeah, I can count to 3 in Japanese. Basically like a language expert when it comes to Japanese. 3, son. That's how you count to 3. Now, to which order it's in, I don't know. I could have said 3, 2, 1 for all I know. But that's basically that. So, let's actually have the clouds go kind of like this and like that. I wonder if this would be considered boring, just watching clouds being drawn. I think it would be kind of relaxing, don't you think? So let's actually have the cloud go kind of like this. And I think that's looking pretty fine. See, even though this part isn't really accurate to clouds, I like to have this going on right here. Just a nice little outline to where it's going to. A happy little outline, as the great Bob Ross once said. Alright, so you got this. For those of you that don't know, Bob Ross is dead now. So That's that. But he used to do this show on PBS. I don't know what it was called. I never seen it myself. But people did used to enjoy it because of his like relaxing demeanor and all of that. And so we got this right here. Let's do this. I smell something bad, and I don't know why. Alright, so that's good like that. Let's do a little bit of this. Oh, what the heck? Alright, let's just do a little bit of outer coverage here. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, but since it's gonna be a Zine, that's all about like not about like true art, like not worrying about polishing or too much about quality. I still worry about quality, so I want to like ship out a nice good product for the oh shoot, that's not good. For the peoples, and I think that this is pretty good. I'm just not going to go too deep into it because that would be too difficult. But yeah, I might like saw like one of these. Like for those that want it in like print form. Because keep in mind, I'm gonna release this for free. It's just like if you want it in print for whatever reason. Like in case of the apocalypse, I guess. That's a fully reasonable reason because stuff are going crazy. But the more likely reason would be that they just keep taking away. Alright, back to background. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so let's see, which one did I have here? Oh yeah, forgot to do here. And so let's actually color her in right now. Back to people. Anyway, the fairies, they mostly wear green in order to blend in, to use like their own version of camouflage. They are like relatively brightly colored. So they kind of like stick out of the environment relatively quickly and easily. Right. think I read that already. Alright, so that's good. But yeah, did I ever put that to the test? Alright, let me just draw something real quick. Alright, so let's just say that this is a fairy. I'm just gonna do him like this real quick. It's just a sketch. Alright, so I want y'all's opinion right now. In fact, let me just copy and paste it. Because I think it looks better just open wide. Like that, so let me just do this. And so this is basically how the fairies look flying. So that's that. Or I can do this, where they kind of just do like this. Because they kind of fly like dragonflies do. And they would just, then I would just draw something like this. To me, it kind of looks like spiderweb. So, like, which way of drawing do you guys like more? Like 1? This is 1. And this would be 2. I've been drawing it with 2 this whole time. And personally, I think 2 looks better. I may still use 1 on occasion in case someone is like flying abnormally fast. So yeah, like, which one do you guys like better, just as a form of flight for these fairies? Like 1 where like you see it flapping visually, or 2 where it's static but like it's wide out so you can tell that they're flying? Personally, I'm a fan of 2, so I'd probably still choose 2 anyways. So yeah, that's basically a thought right there. I'll let y'all decide on that later though. Wait a second, I forgot to do this right here. Right, so let's do this. And cut. They're playing that Outer Wild song. Alright, so let's just go to speech bubble. By the way, how's got to go? I'll be back. Alright, bye, Maddie too. And so let's draw this. Oh, it says 2. Alright. Oh, that is good to know. I was gonna erase it now, but it's not really much of a point in that. So, just gonna have him jump kind of like this. That could be kind of like the jumping line. That would just work out better, like so. But yeah, I'm not gonna like do all of them flapping. It's just gonna be the nuts making the dust. There was a caterpillar here, but I don't know where it is. Oh, my ear. Okay. That hurts. So. That hurts concerningly. Anyways. Doubt I can really do anything about that, so let's keep it going. Yeah, I'm nearly out of time. I'm gonna use that, but like for the father. Just gonna get rid of the brush and just put it on him. Oh no. But yeah, the tragedy is coming pretty soon in this comic. It ain't gonna happen on this stream though. You know what? It would have been easier just to redraw the whole thing. But yeah. That's that. So anyways. Clock's ticking, fellas. Sup, Ken? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know. The end is near. Let's actually move this over. Oh, is that the YouTube like error monkey? I recently redrew that in my own style too. Right, so we got that and got this. Let's undo this and redo that. Other eye looks bigger than the first. So small, no one's gonna notice. Yeah, what's up, Ken? Welcome to the stream. I said it already, I think. Right, so let's just have him smile like this. Then let's just have it. That's like off of his chin, off his cheeks. To be honest, it's a weird looking fairy. I know, that is the point. I want my fairies to not look like humans are small. I want them to look animalistic. Like they're more bug-like than human-like. And turning this female fairy into a male fairy. And this male fairy is going to be her husband. Alright, so alcohol. All right. So let's see. Looks like I could just make those blue. They look pretty. I want to say perpendicular, but I don't think that's the correct word for it. To the winds. Aligned, that's the word I'm looking for. Alright, so this guy, his legs are not that thick, so you're gonna have to just erase the legs completely. Though they are pretty decent looking legs. It's not for this man right here. So let's actually have him do kind of like it's a little stance. Brain, heart, lungs. Alright, so we got this. And this part will just be this. Some kind of binary code. Like, no, not binary, Morse. But it's not spaced out, so I can't tell what it is. Perhaps it's one word. Look at me, acting as if I can tell what that is without like looking it up. That's funny of me. Anyways. Alright, so that's good. By the way, the antennas on their head, it shows how old they are. So, this man right here. Let me do his ears. Yeah, this man right here. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. As you can see, there are 3 tins at one side of his antenna. So that shows he's between 30 and 40. So this is pretty old for a fairy. He's middle-aged. He's relatively near death because fairies, they tend to die at around 60. Alright, so we got this here, this here. Let's see, do I have I even have the antenna color. I was gonna skip that. People seem to like the purple antennas for this. And I do too. It's just that it would be easier just to make it black completely. But that would get rid of some of the personality. Alright, so we got these 2 shoes right here. Let's actually make this white and this black. And let's increase that down to just 1. And let's make this part black too. And then I need to draw some nuts in his hand. Oops. Okay. I think it would probably be funnier if I just like litter the ground with like a bunch of nuts. Even though, like, where would they have gotten it from? They could be sunflower seeds, I guess, but just have like nut here, nut here. Everywhere is a nut. Nut, 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 nut. But I think that would be funnier. Yeah, and it would add on to like the passage of time plus the 10 years. So yeah, I am gonna do that. I was gonna like have him like laughing maniacally, like with his mouth open, but I think it's funnier that it's creepy like that. Alright, so let's do that. Add this. Let's increase this to 2s. But I know like the first one, I really overdid it with like the shadows and stuff. Okay, WTG. What the heck? Well, welcome to the stream, Adriana. Alright, so right now I'm drawing some fairies. This is how they look. They don't look like normal human fairies. These guys are more animalistic, with like beast-like ears, sharper teeth, 4 arms, so they're more insect-like, along with antennas. That's just the way that I like to draw them. Right now, they're throwing objects at their children. Here, they are doing that. They did it all day. Just throwing all kinds of items at them. This is good. This is good for their development because these guys are only 2 inches tall. So they get attacked by a lot of stuff relatively quick. And when the kids get good at that, then that means they know that they're more likely to survive. So that's good like that. So let's throw that one kind of like this. Like so. Put this here. Then I'm just gonna like draw the children, and then I'm gonna shrink them down a little more because it's difficult to draw them the correct size. Alright, let me try and like draw the body first, because I have like a specific move in mind that he's like trying to pull off. And so it's kind of like a dodge there. Something like this. And like that. And not quite what I'm looking for, but the body work. By the way, they have really long arms for no particular reason. Decided to make him normally skinny, like a has-been hotel character. So just did that. So I think that should be good. Let's actually have her do like a headstand with this one. Okay, let's have her do a headstand, and then we can probably call it a day. What about her antennas? I think I forgot about her brother's antennas as well. Nope, I did. Lisa Smith, welcome to the stream. Right now, I am drawing the ferryman's daughter. His name is Lavender. He's doing a headstand, trying not to be attacked by him or her mother. Don't worry, the attacks are necessary for their survival. Because these guys are only 2 inches tall. Right, so let's actually have a seed fly past her. That's what's being thrown at them, by the way. Just like that, and like that. And so let's have her kind of go like this. And so we're gonna just basically do something kind of like this, then add some of the petals to the dress, like so. But yeah, I feel like this Outer Wilds only vibe to this one just matched the theme a lot better for this. Excuse me. Let's just have the arms. And I like the arms, but like they just get in the way sometimes. Alright, so these like extra arms there. So let me just color in their skin. Because these kids are much bigger than their parents right now. And that's not correct. Right, so let's do that. And I actually want the head to be a little bigger. In fact, his head could do with a size increase as well. Right, so got all of that here.